Hey guys, so today I'm bringing you this beautiful look using, it's like a green brown smoky eye, using this Too Faced Maple Syrup Pancakes eyeshadow palette. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please subscribe before you leave and let's just get started. Okay, so I did this eye off camera already, and now I'm going to show you guys it on this eye. I'm going to first I'm going to use my ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Sunny Vale. This is a really nice warm brown. Oh no, I just broke it. This is a really nice warm brown shade, and I broke it, so now I'm trying to kind of fix it. There we go. Really nice warm brown, which is what I'm going for with this green look. You can see that I did like a nice, what's that called? Kind of like a liner right there at the base of my lash line. And the reason I'm doing this first is because I want to tightline my upper lash line. And I never ever do this, but for this kind of look, it looks so much better and just adds some great depth there on the lash line. And it won't be like we have this dark brown on the upper, like right here, and then nothing underneath. But I can only do this when I lift up my eye like this because I'm just not good at it. I never do it. So I'm doing it like this so that way I won't mess up my eyeshadow trying to pull it up after I've already done my shadow. And also this liner lays down better on a kind of like plain base. For some reason it doesn't have, I guess it doesn't have to like go through the shadow after you have already applied it. So I like to lay it down now. I'm gonna prime normally like I normally do with my MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Painterly. And I always want to say my MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation because I have that foundation and constantly I use it a lot. So I end up trying to say that whenever I say MAC instead of this Painterly Paint Pot. I love priming my eyes with this. It's so good. I use my Essence Soft Touch eyeshadow in the shade The One. My cap has fallen off. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques shading brush and just set the inner corner to brow bone area with this shadow. It's kind of like a translucent almost kind of shade. I don't know if it would work on darker skin tones or not. If it would be lighter than that, I think it would. But for me, it's a little bit translucent. It's not like a bright white or anything, but it's also not a cream. It's kind of an interesting single shadow, but I really like it for setting this area because it helps with blending. So when you're blending your crease shades out, you're not buffing green all the way to your brow because that wouldn't look good. So for shadow today, I recently got this Too Faced Maple Syrup Pancakes limited edition eyeshadow palette. It's super duper cute, and on the back this is what it looks like. And I really love this palette. I've been using it a lot recently and kind of planning out looks to do with it. And there's a couple of good looks I could do with this palette. And so if you guys want to see even more looks with this palette, you can just comment down below and let me know, and I can do some more looks with this. It doesn't really have much of a maple syrup pancake scent. It kind of has like a very light scent. You have to be looking for it. And when you're wearing the shadows, you're not gonna smell like pancakes. So that's like kind of nice, I suppose. I actually kind of like my things, my like palettes and stuff to smell, to have like a strong smell to them, but that's just me. I know a lot of people don't. So this would be good for people that don't like that. The formula is not the best because some of these are very dry and you do have to work with them, and I am having to use extra bases for this to work, which I'll show you guys in a second. But sometimes you don't need it, but most of the time you do. Like a lot of these like shimmery shades, they kind of need some help, and you do kind of have to blend the mattes a little bit, but they're kind of all their own kind of formula. They're not all the same, so some of them work better than others. But they had this on sale at Target, and I was like, I'm totally getting this because I was really interested in it. But yeah, it's not like the best formula ever, and for the price you should be getting a better formula. But if you do buy it, you can work with it, so, which is what I'm doing. So I'm gonna use this Morning Matcha shade. I was right away very interested in this color. It's very interesting. I really like this green shade. So I'm going to be blending this in the crease with my Morphe JH33 brush. And this shade is pretty good. It can get patchy in areas, but like right away it kind of looks patchy. But once you start kind of buffing and blending it out, it blends out good, pretty good. So, but I have used definitely better shadows than these. So if you're not really, so this palette is definitely not a need for me, but I do really like it. The shades are nice, and there is I have created another look with this palette that looked really, really nice, and I really liked it. It was with the shade Get Sticky and Hotcakes together. Those two together are absolutely gorgeous. Oh, this is Get Sticky. I don't think I pointed to it right. This one with this one and like a little bit of Sleeping In. It's like the perfect pinky toned brown smoky eye, and it's so pretty. Like the pink is the lid shades, and then you have the brown, like a nice brown smoky eye. And I do like these warm tones that come in this palette, like hazelnuts is really nice. So I was looking for some nice warm tone mattes from Too Faced. Now I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Cookies and Dream No Budge eyeshadow stick. This one's in the shade Sweet Cream, and I'm going to use this on my lid to add a base for the nice green shimmery shade we're going to put all over the lid. Okay, and then I'm going to use my Morphe M421 brush. And I'm going to use the shade Side of Fruit right here, this shade, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. Now, you probably don't need the base underneath, but I do like to add it because it does add a little extra something and makes it a little bit more pigmented than it would be if you just apply it normally. And I did try spraying my brush, and it didn't really work as good as using a base like this did. So I definitely recommend using a base for these because it just helps them be extra pigmented. So then I'm gonna use this Morphe M508 little smudger brush, and I'm gonna use the shade Hotcakes on my upper lash line. And this is what's gonna really add that brown touch to this. And give us that nice depth at the lash line. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my face, and I'm going to use my e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I used this a little while back and I did enjoy it, but I haven't used it again since, and I think I got too much. But it is a really nice primer. I'm actually doing trying out a different base routine today, so I'm not going to use my same products that I use every single time I do my makeup. I want to try out some new things. I'm going to go in with the Milani Bright Side Illuminating Primer. I haven't used this in like a year, and I really actually like this, and I just haven't reached for it recently. It looks really dark at first, but once I blend it in fully, it will look okay again, I promise. But oh boy, I got too much. Take a little bit of that off. And then I'm going to use my Revlon Color Stay foundation. This is the normal to dry one, and I have the shade Ivory. I haven't used this in literally forever, but I actually remember I used to love this foundation. So I'm gonna use this foundation today and just dot it all over my face. But yeah, I recently bought it and was like, hey, or saw it at the store and I was like, hey, I should totally try this out again, because I remember absolutely loving this. I'm just gonna blend that out with my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. So my camera has been acting up lately, so I had to plug it into charge while I blended that out, and it looked more matte than I wanted it to and kind of dry, so I went ahead and went in with my wonderful Relove by Revolution Super Serum and just kind of fixed it a little bit, made it look a little bit more hydrated. And now I'm going to use my NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum and put that on all my acne spots and underneath my eyes. And in my T-zone as well. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my Makeup Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer in Light. I really love this cream bronzer. It's really nice and blendable. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to be using it today with my little e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush. Oh, whoops. I forgot how pigmented this bronzer is. It's incredibly pigmented, but it does blend out easily, and I do just really, really love it. And you need the tiniest tap of this bronzer to do your whole face, so it's gonna last forever. And then I recently picked up this Hard Candy Luminous blush in the shade Be Real. This is their gel luminous blushes. I really, really love these. I've been using them for a while now. I have one that's like a hot pink in the shade Born Yesterday, and I really, really love it. These are very easy to blend, so I'm not afraid of using them. Like, they just add the lightest color to your cheeks and super easy to blend out with a nice beauty blender like this. Well, this isn't technically a beauty blender, but a sponge. I really love using it with a sponge. This shade, I was expecting something warmer, but this is a nice color, but it's kind of not like the most pinkiness kind of blush ever, but I like it. I think it's nice. And it makes the cheeks extra dewy, so I really love these blushes. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, as always, with a little powder puff, and just set my whole face with this. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my, I did my brows off camera, and I'm gonna use my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Natural Bronzer in the shade Caramel Cocoa. And I love the smell of this bronzer. It's so amazing. And I'm just gonna bronze up my face a little bit with that. I already did this side off camera while I let my camera battery charge, because it's just been dying on me even though I've been charging it. So I don't really know. I guess I need to get a new one. But I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade Coral. And this is a really pretty shimmery blush. I really, really like it. It's like the perfect light coral blush shade, and I really like it. So then I'm going to use my Rare Beauty Enlighten highlighter. Mine, I got, when I bought this, it was already broken, and then my daughters decided to get into my makeup products after I just got a bunch of nice makeup, and they shattered it even more than it was already shattered. So I decided to, but I was able to fix it by using my, using some alcohol and kind of repressing it down so I can still use it. And it didn't change the formula or anything. And I'm gonna use, I did my other eye off camera. I'm gonna use my new liner that I recently got. This is the NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick in the shade All Time Olive. And it actually matches my lid shade like almost perfectly. It's like a little bit darker, but it's like the same color. And I totally did not do that on purpose, but I'm gonna use this on my waterline. To really smoke this look out. And then I'm gonna use my Morphe M508 brush again. I just wiped it off, and I'm gonna use this shade Hazelnuts right here. It's just like a nice warm brown shade, and I'm gonna put that on my lower lash line. And I really like adding this because it adds a little bit of like a warm touch to this look. And then I'm gonna use my same Rare Beauty highlighter with my little AOA Studio E134 brush. Just a little pencil brush. And I'm gonna use my highlighter and put that and just highlight my inner corner. Just to really get some extra brightness in there. And then I'm gonna use my e.l.f. eyelash curler and use my ColourPop Act Natural mascara to finish off the eyes. So I don't know if I recorded my lipstick, but I used the NYX lip liner in the shade Suede Matte lip liner in the shade London, and I used my Milani lipstick in Tease for my lipstick. And this is the completed makeup look right here. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.